We are once again talking about the sociology of begging someone to marry you. A lot of people are currently talking about this girl who is going viral for proposing to her boyfriend of 14 years.
There are actually now multiple women currently going viral because they have been with their partner for so long and their partner won't propose, so they are now desperately proposing. That's how badly they want to be married, and you guys were right. I have a lot of thoughts and opinions on it, but it might not exactly be what you think. Before we dive in, make sure you like, comment, repost, follow along for more, but you've probably already seen this woman who was already run off the internet for this, or this woman who is currently fighting for her life about it, or articles like this that have a lot of red flag verbiage that have been brought up. The number one thing that jumped out as the most concerning to me was Reddit forums like this where a lot of these women seem to reside. That's why I want to be clear, I'm not speaking about any one of these specific women, but there are thousands of women in here with very similar stories where they have been dating men for like 10, 20, whatever years that don't seem to have any intention on getting married to them, but they themselves wish to be married. And here's my hot take. I am not against a woman proposing to a man. I don't think it's pro or anti-feminist, whatever. It's a personal choice. But if you're doing stuff like this and it's now becoming a gimmick out of desperation, I don't think you're ready for marriage, and I definitely don't think you should be marrying that man. And I always think about my one friend who had this boyfriend that she was constantly complaining about, and it sounded to me always like she didn't even like him. One day she came to dinner and she showed me this advice post that she had put on Reddit out of sheer desperation. And she had me read it, and I was very concerned. It sounded like he didn't care about her enough to even be putting an effort at that point, like wasn't doing basic things. And I told her exactly what the Reddit people were telling her. It sounds like there are a lot of huge issues here, and you should be telling him this and not Reddit. And if you're not comfortable doing that, think, do you want to spend the rest of your life with someone you can't communicate such huge problems with? Which leads into the next big issue. A lot of the women don't seem mature enough to understand that engagements don't usually just happen spontaneously like in the movies. I'm back with the communication issues. Usually you and your partner sit down, you talk about what you want for your future, you kind of plan a theoretical wedding, and then they say, okay, I'm going to propose to you by this date. I might not tell you when it is if you want it to be a surprise, but it's going to happen in this window. And of course, there are exceptions. Let's not bean soup this. I myself am not huge on surprises, so unless it was largely important to my partner, I prefer to do it the way my mom and dad did it, where they sat down at dinner one night, decided they were going to be engaged, and then just went engagement ring shopping together and were both a part of it. Because yeah, I would be upset if my partner just randomly sprung that on me in front of a crowd of people and we hadn't discussed it and they just bought a random ring. But yes, again, as always, at the end of the day, a healthy relationship is based off of communication and understanding. And if you can't do that, then you probably shouldn't be getting married.